Okay, so this is a bit of a personal video. I just wanted to share my story of where I'm coming from, why I decided to become a Beachbody coach in my journey, to give some perspective because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about the business and the challenge groups and the coaching and all that. So I at least wanted to share my story with you. So for me, I was definitely the girl growing up that could eat whatever she wanted. Um, and definitely had an unhealthy relationship with food growing up because I was snacking all the time. My mom couldn't even buy certain things like Fruit Loops because I would eat an entire box in one day. Not even kidding. Like I loved candy and all of that, but it didn't matter because I was a dancer. I was an athlete. I was going out all the time and running around and just burning all these calories so quickly that it just really didn't matter what I ate. And I thought, I was blessed with this amazing metabolism and I was going to be so skinny and eat whatever I wanted. And that just was not true. So when I graduated high school and I went to college, I stopped playing tennis and I was not as active as I used to be. And I started to gain a little weight. And at first, it just wasn't enough for anybody to really notice. I noticed because it's a personal thing and you notice before anybody else does. But I was walking in class, so I was still burning some calories, and I still, I was eating the same, but I was able to burn enough calories there. It was just happening pretty slowly. So I wasn't too concerned about it yet until I graduated and I moved to Illinois and I had a desk job and I had moved away from all my friends. So I was staying in a lot and I was watching Netflix and I was bored eating. So I was eating out of boredom. I was, treating myself to a night in with, beer and treats and Netflix instead of being active and going out. And I was at a desk job all day. So I started to gain weight a lot faster than I wanted. And again, it probably wasn't something that a lot of people noticed. But for me, it was really ruining my self esteem. It was the thing that I was aware of at all times and thinking about what clothes that I could wear, going out shopping and having to buy different sizes. That was for me something that really deteriorated my self esteem. And things like even poses in certain photos, like not being shot by certain angles, making sure that you have your hand on your hip and that you have the right perspective so that you look skinnier than you are, and cropping yourself out of certain photos, and just all that stuff, that a lot of us do to try to hide um, our self conscious areas. I was starting to do that. And even worse, I was really unhealthy. I had no idea about nutrition. I'm a terrible cook and probably still am a terrible cook. But, my idea of healthy was reading the labels on the front, not the back, the one that says low fat, no sugar, no carbs. So that was my idea of making sure that I was eating healthy. And if, it was lean cuisine, then that's better than, fast food to me. So that was me eating healthy. And I was really, really just starting to feel miserable. Coming home several days a week and wanting to go straight to bed because I was out of energy from a day of work, because I had headaches, because my back hurt all the time, because my stomach, I felt nauseous all the time. Um, to the point where I was Googling symptoms. I was going on WebMD and I was thinking, like, what is wrong with me? There must be something wrong with me because this is happening way too often for the average person. I just should not feel this way. Calling my mom and asking about symptoms that she had for her health issues and thinking this is a sign that I inherited all these issues, right? Well, I had to do something. So I joined this gym, this flashy gym that had these fingerprint scans that every time you scanned in, the more often you did, the less you pay. And for me, I was like, sold, because I'm cheap and joke's on you. I'm going to go every single day and this is going to be free. I'm going to look amazing and I'm not going to get my money. So that's what I did. I joined this amazing gym, but that's not how that worked at all. I, anytime that it was snowing, I didn't want to go. Anytime that I had to go back to Michigan for a friend's event or family event, I couldn't go. I couldn't bring the gym with me. And so before you know it, the excuses were piling up. I was like, well, I can afford this. And, this is what an average gym membership costs. So I'll just go this amount of time. And even if I was going 5 days a week, I was still ended up paying money. And so I was like, well, you have to go so much. And all the excuses. But when I did go, I still didn't know what I was doing. I was on the elliptical, I was on the stair climber, I was jogging, I was using the rowing machine, but I had no routine. And I didn't do any of the free weights unless Andrew came with me, because I was not doing that by myself, and I was not doing that in front of people because I didn't want to look stupid. And I was self conscious about it. And even if I could figure it out, I still had no idea about my nutrition. And I was not paying for a personal trainer because I'm cheap and I don't pay for extra stuff like that when I could do it myself. So I decided, that's not working out. So I messaged my friend Shannon, who is now my coach, because she has been getting amazing results and a lot of people have been gravitating towards her. And I figured, I know this person, so they're not going to steer me wrong. And I've known her for a long time and I've seen her transformation. So I decided to join a challenge group with her after trying everything and feeling like, there's nothing I can lose at this point. They give you 30 days to try it. And if you don't get the results, then you get your money back. And the worst thing that could happen is that I just wasted a month and didn't get the results that I wanted, which I wasn't getting the results I wanted anyways. And the best thing that could happen was that I would get my health back and my self confidence back. And all of that was more important to me to try. So, I signed up, and I'll be honest, I was like very skeptical about the price and about the commitment. And, even I was thinking, this is it's kind of schemy, like how am I going to be motivated to work at home? But I tried this program called Turbo Fire, and let me tell you, it kicked my butt. The first 2 weeks, I felt so out of shape, and I had been going to the gym at this gym for a while, so I thought, oh, this will be easy, right? Because it's work at home and that's going to be easier. It's not, because it's planned to make major changes for your body. This is an entire program that is working towards making transformations. And not only that, but it's something that if you stick with, you will get that transformation. So what kept me motivated and going through it was my coach, and was the challenge group and the support of these women that were going through this with me, and learning so much along the way every single day about nutrition. So it wasn't just the fitness. I was starting to learn clean eating. I was starting to learn how to read the actual labels on the back of the product. I was learning how to meal plan and make sure that I had snacks and everything that were healthy, so that I wasn't starving myself and then binging myself and starving myself. And they provided this amazing shake, Shakeology, which I was definitely skeptical about. But let me tell you, I don't go home every day tired. I don't go home every day in pain. I don't have back pain. I don't have stomach pain. I don't have headaches. Everything's changed. My entire life was given back to me. My health is better and I'm stronger. So it's working. And the amazing thing is that it's a lifestyle that now I love, and I can't imagine ever going back to the way that I was, and I can't believe that I ever did that to my body. And all of the benefits that I've gotten from this are just worth so much to me. And with the Shakeology, it's a meal. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I replace a meal every day with this drink, and I honestly don't spend any more money on groceries than I did before. So, you have this thing that is just chock full of nutrients, so you can lower your calorie content when you need to. So, depending on what your goals are, if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to have to consume fewer calories. There's no magic pill. You have to consume fewer calories to lose weight. You have to work out, you have to eat less. That is the secret. But when you eat fewer calories, you're missing nutrients and you start having cravings, and then you start to feel sluggish, and then before you know it, you binge. And it's really hard to keep that up for a long time. Trust me, on your own, it's almost impossible. But the Shakeology gives you all the nutrients that you're missing and allows you to lower your calorie content at the same time. Plus, it has probiotics, prebiotics. It has all this stuff that's preventing disease literally every time you drink it. So for me, it was the health part of it more even than the weight part of it, because, that's not the main motivator for me, and it's not the main motivator for a lot of people. But I wanted my health back. And the fact that I do is amazing. And, I'm walking living proof for that. And So through these groups and everything, I finally got my self-confidence back, and I was surrounded by these amazing women that were changing lives. And I decided I want to do that too. I want to change lives. I want to inspire women that I share and hopefully inspire people to make these changes. And I can tell you from experience that it does work, and there's really nothing that you can lose for trying it out. So, really, if you're at all curious about joining a challenge group and you're at all curious about the coaching opportunity, then you should message me and we should talk, because this is something that I'm trying to share with everyone. And let me tell you, I have a full time job, I'm an HR manager. I don't need to do this for money. I have that. What I'm trying to do here is share this journey with other women to hold myself accountable while helping to end the trend of obesity and help hopefully improve the lives of many people and their health in a long term, sustainable way. And so let me know if you have any questions. I love talking about this. I love talking about Beachbody, the company that's giving back to so many people, that's giving back to me, and that really invests in its employees. And I love talking about how I can be a part of your health and fitness journey.